When it rains, it pours. I just realized that I have lost my pee style, which is a device that allows me to pee standing up. It hooks on via a carabiner onto the side of my backpack. I must have lost it when I stopped to dig a hole earlier or when I fell. That is the absolute worst thing that could happen. It just seems like one bad thing after another is happening. It not only allows me to pee standing up, it allows me to pee discreetly without squatting with my fanny hanging out. So I'm probably not going to drink as much water as I need just so I won't have to constantly stop and hang my fanny out. Hello, I did 15 miles today. This morning was terrible. I really wanted to quit this morning. I actually fell twice on those rock slabs. They were really slippery. They had lichens on them, and it had rained the night before, so they were wet. And no matter how careful I tried to be, I would slip. So I finally ended up going off the trail into the grass and the bushes, and sometimes there were cracks in between the slabs that had grass, and I walked on those, but it was just terrible. There were also lots of rocks, and I'd lost my pee style. Then two good things happened. The first thing, the most important thing, was that I came to a road, and right where the AT crossed the road, there was a barbecue place. So I got a barbecue sandwich, and as I picked it up, he said, "You better get a fork. I put lots of meat on there. I know you hikers need protein." Wow, what a blessing. He gave me a sandwich that was loaded with meat, and I did have to eat it with a fork, and it was so good, and I felt so much better after I had all of that protein, which has me wondering if my emotional and mental state are due to my nutrition. I have been trying to do better. I guess I'm not getting enough protein. I don't know. There is protein in my dehydrated meals. I was able to go to Walmart at my stop before last and buy a box of those Gatorade protein bars, and I think those really helped a lot. But there was no place to buy those in Delaware Water Gap. So anyway, the whole world looked different after I had that sandwich. The other thing that happened is that when I set up my tent, I got to looking on the back of my backpack, and there was my pee style. Instead of putting it on the side where I usually put it on a carabiner, I had put it way on the back, so that's why I couldn't find it. So that too was such a blessing. It is so much easier with that pee style. All I have to do is walk a couple of feet off trail, go behind a tree. I don't even have to take my backpack off and, pee. And then if I don't have that, I have to go find some completely private place so I can let my fanny hang out while I squat. And I really wasn't looking forward to that. I had to do that once today, so I'm so glad that I found that. I did have a backup at home, but it would have taken time for it to get to me. So I'm just praising God that it was just a mistake on my part and that it's still with me. Everything we have in our packs, most of us, at this point, has been honed down to the point that we know everything in our pack and we use it every single day. And whenever I have to unload it all, I'm always a little freaked out when I start to pack it in to make sure that I've got every single thing and I know every single thing that should be in there. It's the same with laundry. I'm always so careful to make sure everything that I put in there comes out because I use every single thing pretty much every day. I do have an extra pair of socks and an extra pair of underwear that I don't use every day, but it's important stuff that I need. So anyway, I hope this is not TMI. Our world becomes very small out here, so everything we have in our pack is so important to us that it's devastating when we lose something. And I think that's probably something that most of you could not understand unless you were in our positions and that you had experienced using something every day that you couldn't just run down to the store and get. And so I hope that helps you understand a little bit more why it is so devastating for us when we lose something. I am just so happy that I found that thing, and for now I'm still on the trail. But this morning it was really, really bad. We're under a severe thunderstorm warning. You never know what's going to happen with these apps. For a while it was saying 1 o'clock. Well, yesterday it was saying 5. Then when I stopped to get my barbecue sandwich, there was a hiker who said it was supposed to be starting between 1 and 2. And so I checked it. Sure enough, we were under severe thunderstorm warning, and it's supposed to continue on into the night, I believe, but it did start around 2. I just got my tent set up, so I'm snug as a bug in a rug here in my tent while it's raining. And so we'll see if we get any more. It's still thundering, but the rain has let up. I'm going to show you this little triangle area where the rain usually collects. There is none there now, but just so you can see what I'm talking about, this right there, that area will puddle with water. So far it hasn't leaked, and I'm good with that. And I talked to somebody else before I bought this new model of the tent, and she said that hers had never leaked either, even though it does puddle up there. So anyway, I apologize for not getting a lot of footage today. I just really was not in the mood. It was so bad. Can't even tell you how bad it was, but I was ready to get off trail. So guess that's it for now. This is Rebound, signing out.